and I spent a lot of my time at the public library. It was one of the few places my mother would let me go on my own. And I actually wrote poetry and short stories before I started writing songs. So, and I think it wasn't, I never had made this conscious decision, no, now I'm going to write songs, but I think it was this combination of loving books and writing and always having music in my life.
Without the power of God behind everything I do, I really am completely inadequate. I fumble. I always drop the ball. Every time I try to prepare something, you know, I stutter, I stumble, and, you know, what I say is of no effect. But what I found is that every time that I pray before I speak and I ask God for the confidence and that He be glorified in everything that I say and everything that I do, for some reason, words just come out of my mouth. So please don't be convinced by what people say. I'm not brilliant. I'm not a genius. I'm not even gifted, really. I mean, I have gifts, but these are things that all come from God and through me.
Have you ever wondered why Tracy Chapman and Lauryn Hill suddenly vanished from the limelight? These queens dominated the charts, and then, poof, gone. It's almost as if they stumbled upon some forbidden truth, and the music industry hit the mute button on their careers. But what if it wasn't just bad luck or burnout? What if these powerhouse artists knew too much about the dark side of the industry and were silenced for trying to expose it? Stick around, because we're about to spill some tea that might make you rethink your playlist. Tracy Chapman's story is a journey from humble beginnings to stardom. Can you believe this queen started out playing guitar on the streets of Cambridge, Massachusetts? She was busking for spare change when her raw talent caught the eye of a big-shot music executive at a coffee shop. Fast forward, and she's signing a record deal that catapulted her to fame. But don't think it was all smooth sailing. Chapman's breakout hit, Fast Car, became an anthem, and her debut album sold over 10 million copies, earning her 3 Grammy Awards in 1989. Critics hailed her as one of the most socially relevant songwriters of her time. Yet, as her star rose, the industry's demands grew louder, pressuring her to change her image and become more marketable. Tracy wasn't having it, though. She remained true to herself, refusing to fit into the R&B box the industry tried to shove her into. Her refusal to compromise on her artistry came with challenges. The music industry thrives on formulas and predictability, and Tracy's insistence on authenticity clashed with these norms. While her subsequent albums showcased her continued brilliance, they didn't receive the same level of commercial support. Was it a lack of audience interest, or a deliberate sidelining by an industry that demands conformity? More importantly, was this a pattern, a systematic silencing of artists who refused to play by the rules? The same questions surround Lauryn Hill, whose rise to fame took a different path. As part of the Fugees, she made waves with their unique sound, blending rap, reggae, and soul. But her solo debut, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, turned her into an icon. The album hit like a thunderbolt, earning her 5 Grammys, including Album of the Year. Lauryn's ability to sing, rap, and write set her apart, and her music resonated worldwide. Yet behind the scenes, the industry wasn't kind to a strong Black woman who spoke her mind. Lauryn's journey was marked by triumph and turbulence. She poured her soul into her music, addressing themes of love, identity, and injustice. But fame brought scrutiny. The media often fixated on her personal life rather than her art. Her outspoken nature and refusal to adhere to industry expectations branded her as difficult. Both Tracy and Lauryn encountered a harsh reality. The music industry often demands compliance. For those who refuse to conform, the consequences can be severe. Lauryn's The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill wasn't just an album, it was a manifesto. It called out societal hypocrisies and encouraged self-awareness, resonating deeply with fans. However, it also ruffled feathers among industry elites. The album's success, paired with Lauryn's unapologetic demeanor, made her a target. Her subsequent absence from the music scene left many wondering, was her career intentionally derailed? Tracy faced similar challenges. Despite her Grammy wins and critical acclaim, her new album struggled to gain traction. The media, instead of celebrating her artistry, often sidelined her work. Tracy's second and third albums didn't replicate the commercial success of her debut, raising questions. Was it truly a decline in quality, or was she being punished for her steadfast refusal to conform to industry norms? Meanwhile, Lauryn's public unraveling became fodder for tabloids. Lawsuits, studio delays, and her infamous late performances painted a picture of instability. But Lauryn herself hinted at something darker. Her MTV Unplugged album in 2001 wasn't just a raw, stripped-down performance, it was a cry for help. She spoke of feeling controlled and manipulated by the industry, describing her struggles in songs like I Get Out. The industry's grip on these artists wasn't limited to their music. Lauryn and Tracy both faced significant challenges in their personal lives that were exacerbated by their professional struggles. Lauryn, once a global superstar, found herself isolated. Her association with a spiritual advisor, known as Brother Anthony, raised eyebrows. Allegedly, his influence contributed to her estrangement from family and friends, further isolating her from support systems. Tracy, on the other hand, chose a path of privacy, avoiding public appearances and interviews. While this decision shielded her from the spotlight's relentless glare, it also made her an easy target for speculation. The lack of visibility allowed the industry and media to shift focus away from her music, reducing her presence in a rapidly changing landscape. The question remains, why did the music industry seemingly turn its back on two of its brightest stars? Tracy and Lauryn both pushed back against an industry that prioritizes profit over authenticity. Their resistance to being molded into marketable commodities may have made them threats to a system that thrives on control. For Lauryn, speaking openly about exploitation and manipulation further strained her relationship with the industry. Tracy's quiet rebellion, her refusal to alter her image or compromise her sound, was just as defiant. The stories of Tracy Chapman and Lauryn Hill aren't just about music. They're about power, control, and the cost of integrity. The music industry, like any other major institution, operates on a foundation of power dynamics. Those who challenge the status quo risk being silenced. And yet, the voices of Tracy and Lauryn continue to resonate, a testament to their enduring impact. Today, both artists maintain a low profile. Tracy continues to release music on her terms, while Lauryn occasionally performs and shares glimpses of her journey. Their legacies remind us of the price of authenticity in an industry that often prioritizes profit over substance. The darkness in the music industry may have tried to stifle them, but their artistry remains a beacon for those who dare to speak their truth. What do you think? Were Tracy Chapman and Lauryn Hill blackballed for speaking out? Let's discuss it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss more deep dives into the untold stories of your favorite artists.